In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to design 4 unique search bar animations. Pause, simple, clean, and functional. Bright. Don't forget, subscribe to Brand Factory for more motion effects. Alright, let's start by creating a brand new composition at 1920 by 1080 pixels. Next, we'll add a solid layer and give it a nice background color of your choice. Now, grab the rectangle tool and draw a shape that's about 1000 by 120 pixels. Adjust the roundness until it looks smooth and set the fill color however you like. This will be our search bar. If you're following along, make sure to download the icons from the link in the description. Let's drag the search icon into the Command press S to bring up scale, and shrink it down so it fits neatly inside the bar. Next, let's bring in the camera and microphone icons. Scale them down as well, and position them over on the right-hand side of the search bar. Now, add your text inside the search bar, something like a sample query, and format it nicely. To animate the bar, hide everything except the shape layer and the search icon on the rectangle shape. Open the properties and add some keyframes to the size. Then, on the search icon, press P for position and add keyframes to slide it into place. We'll also add some scale animations to both the bar and the icon to give it a nice bounce effect. Once your keyframes are in, select them all, right-click, go to Keyframe Assistant and choose Easy Ease. Don't forget to jump into Graph Editor and adjust those curves for smooth motion. Now, let's bring back the other icons. Add a little scale animation to them as well. And again, Easy Ease plus Graph Editor for that polished feel. For the text, we'll apply the typewriter effect from the Effects and Presets panel. Adjust the keyframe so it types out at just the right speed. Finally, drop in a cursor icon, scale it down, and animate both its position and scale, so it looks like it's clicking into the bar. For extra polish, add a couple more keyframes to the search icon, so it reacts to that click. And there we go. Our first animated search bar is complete. All right, let's move on to our second search bar design. Just like before, Start with a new composition at 1920 by 1080 pixels. Add a solid background layer and give it a nice color to set the scene. Now, grab the rectangle tool again and draw a bar that's about 1100 by 130 pixels. Adjust the roundness and fill color to your liking. On the right-hand side, add another rectangle shape and give it a different color so it stands out. This will add a nice design touch. Next, let's bring in the search icon. Drop it onto the composition, press S for scale, and shrink it down so it sits neatly inside the bar. Add your text inside the bar, maybe something like a placeholder search phrase, and format it nicely so it looks clean and professional. Now let's start animating. Select the shape layer, press S to reveal scale, and add keyframes so the bar smoothly grows into place. Then select your text layer as well, and animate its scale to make it pop in. For the text, we'll take it further. Press P to reveal the position property, and then hold Shift plus T to bring up opacity. Add keyframes for both, so the text slides and fades at the same time. It really adds a polished look. Once all your keyframes are set, don't forget the golden rule. Right-click, go to Keyframe Assist and hit Easy Ease, and then tweak everything in the graph editor for smooth, natural movement. Now here's a neat trick. Duplicate the text layer, move it slightly lower, remove the animation, and change the wording. For the typing effect, go to Effects and Presets, search for typewriter, and apply it to your main text layer. Adjust the keyframe so it types out realistically. Next, let's add the cursor icon. Drop it in, scale it down, and animate its scale and position so it looks like it's clicking inside the bar. You can even animate the search text to scale slightly as if it's being interacted with. Finally, let's add a small touch. On the shape layer, create a fill color animation so the bar changes color when the click happens. That tiny detail makes the interaction feel much more real. And just like that, you've got your second search bar animation ready to go. Alright, moving on to our third search bar design. Just like before, start by creating a new 1920 by 1080 composition. Add a solid background layer and pick a nice color that makes the bar pop. Next, grab the rectangle tool and draw a bar that's 1100 by 130 pixels. Adjust the roundness and fill so it looks sleek. Now drag in your search icon and microphone icon. Scale them down using S for scale and position them neatly inside the bar. Search icon on the left, mic on the right, or however you like. Once that's set, add your placeholder text inside the bar. Format and position it so it looks clean and readable. Now for the animation. Open up the shape layer properties and add keyframes to the size so it grows smoothly into place. Then press S for scale and Shift+T for opacity. Add keyframes for both, so the bar scales and fades in together for a nice smooth effect. Press U to reveal all your keyframes, then select them, right-click, and hit Easy Ease. Head into the graph editor and adjust the curves to make the animation feel natural and bouncy. Next, let's animate the icons. Select each one. Press S for scale and set some keyframes so they pop into view as the bar appears. Again, Easy Ease Graph Editor. Smoothness is everything. Press T for opacity and Shift+P for position. Then add keyframes so it fades and slides in at the same time. Finally, for the text typing effect, go to Effects and Presets, search for the blinking cursor typewriter console effect, and apply it to the text. Adjust the keyframe so it looks like the text is being typed out live. And just like that, you've got a clean, modern search bar with both a search icon and a microphone icon, animated beautifully.
you.